Hi everyone, I filmed half the video and then realized that I didn't film the darn thing because I never pressed record, so let's try this again. I am here in sunny Hamilton, no I'm not in Hamilton, I am in Bermuda, in the Southampton parish, and I am sitting on my hotel balcony trying as best I can to get a video filmed while I'm here. It's not the most ideal location, it's a little noisy. I am 6 floors up, but the swimming pool is right below me and the sound travels. So if you hear screaming children, that's what you're hearing. The beach is behind me. Hopefully you can hear the waves over the screaming children. And I was showing you my travel, what I brought in my makeup bag, and I'll show you. I'll start all over. This was a gift with purchase from Lancome that my mother got and gave to me. And it unsnaps, and then there's a zip all the way around, and then this side is empty because I took everything out, but I'll show you. And then I haven't gotten to this side yet, and I packed way more than I needed, but I like having options, and I do that with clothes too. I overpack, but you know what, as long as I'm under the weight that's allowed by the airlines, I'm happy. And I will also add that the makeup bag goes on my carry-on, in my carry-on luggage. I do not pack and check. I do not pack my makeup in check luggage. So, and I will show you what I take out and put in my Ziploc carry-on bag. Anyway, so for palettes, I brought the Urban Decay Naked palette, which you've seen, and I have used this a few times. I've been using Naked and Buck a lot. I brought the Lorac Pro palette. I have used this quite a bit, actually. Yesterday, I actually wore this slate color all over the lid, blended out with mauve and a little taupe, and I really like that look. Even my kids gave me compliments on that. I brought the Sleek palette in Storm, which I'm actually using quite a bit. Today I have on pretty much the first 4 and blended out in the corner with that. I just love this palette. I also brought the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, which I'm not using very much at all, actually. Like, not even, it's just not as useful as I thought it would be. Then for blushes, I brought two blushes. I brought, sorry, people walked in. I brought MAC Tenderling blush, which I've used a lot. And for a more pink base thing, I'm sorry, my husband and son just walked in and they're making faces at me from the other side of the window. Sorry. I brought NYX Angel, which I rediscovered recently and I really like. But when I get to pan on this, I will be replacing this with MAC's Well Dressed, I think. Maybe not replacing. It's just, I think I'm starting to really get into the blush thing a lot. Probably because my eyeshadow collection is now completely saturated. I also brought Bare Minerals concealer in Bisque, which if you've just watched my concealer video, which should have gone up just before this one. It's always good to have a little extra options for concealing. And then for my highlighter, I brought the Lorac Spotlight, or Perfectly Lit in Spotlight, and I have to say I'm not loving this as a highlighter right now. It's just not giving me enough of a glow. So I like it, but I wanted something a little more gleaming. And I'll tell you why. Because I went on the 27th into town, Hamilton's the big town here, and did a little shopping. I bought 2 things on this trip, and I'll show you one in this video, and maybe the other thing will come up in a later video. This was just released, I can't remember which collection it is, but for those of you that have been watching YouTube for a long time, a few years ago there was a big cult following for MAC, MSF, and Stereo Rose, and by the time I got onto the YouTube thing, I couldn't find it. It was gone. It was out of the stores. Hey babe. And they just brought it back. It's in the stores as of December 26th, 27th, depending on what part of the world you're in, and I picked it up. Here's MAC Stereo Rose. I'm sure the lighting is terrible, so I will show this again when I get home. But it's a blush. I use it as a blush, and that's packed on quite a bit. There it is again. And I came in, it was rainy, windy, dreary day, and she tested this out, put it on my cheeks. I have it on today. It gave me a nice flush of color. Hi, hun. There's another child. And she said, you still look a little, she was trying to tell me that I needed a little something to make me look a little more awake, and she used the MSF in Light Capade, and I suddenly looked awake and well rested, and so this wasn't working for me. So I need to go home and use a better highlighter, of which I have many. So that was everything on that side. Now everything on this side, there's no real reason for, I just shoved stuff in there. There's no order to it. I brought the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder in Transparent. It really does work. I've found that I've been getting really shiny on either side of my nose and on my chin. And so I'll set my makeup at the very end with this, or the only thing I'll do to touch up during, like towards the end of the day, is do a little of this. The other setting powder I brought was the MSF Natural and my shades in medium, like that. And it's real helpful again at the end of the day when maybe my foundation's worn off a little bit on the sides. I just kind of buff it in on the sides, gives me a little more coverage by the end. I brought my Benefit Hoola bronzer, getting closer to the bottom on that. I really do love this bronzer. When it's all worn out, I kind of want to try the NARS Laguna, mostly because it seems much more packable. For my foundation, I brought the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation. My color is in Rose Ivory. I cannot say enough good things about this. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Of course, wouldn't leave home without my Garnier Nutritionist Skin Renew Anti-Dark Circle. Now, I will say, I have the little quart-size Ziploc baggie for my liquids. I put this in there, and I put this in there, and I put the Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer in there as well. And then I also put my Maybelline Dream Lumi pen, or whatever it's called, and I don't know what it's called. Oh, yes I do. It's in Ivory, which I think I need to get a new one soon. I have a roller ball, and I brought my Flowerbomb roller ball. Kind of forgot I had it. And really only because it's small and easy to bring. And this went in the Ziploc baggie as well. And I brought the Bourjois 3D Effect lip gloss in 03. Brun Rose Academic, I believe. I brought my eyebrow powder, which I believe is discontinued, which makes me very sad because I've not found anything as amazing as this. It's the Sally Girl Brow Powder in Golden Blonde, and it looks like that, and I usually use the darker side, and I just use the little brush that comes with it. It's very handy. I have a backup or two of it, so I'm not too horribly sad. I have my Wet n Wild Brule. Best thing ever. No matter what palettes I pack, I always bring this along with me. I have the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Barely Beige, which is barely there. I finally hit pan on that. Luckily, they have the new metallic collection. There's one in there that's very, very similar, so that's okay. Brought a couple eyeliners. I brought the Stila eyeliner in Lionfish. It's just a brown, and then Maybelline Master Drama Kohl Commander. I love this. And also, gotta have your options. I have the Your Best Friend Automatic Eyebrow Pencil in Universal Taupe. It has a spoolie on one side, and then it has the pencil on the other. Very, very handy. Of course, my Jordana mascara, my MAC Prep Prime Lash, and I finally started playing with liquid eyeliner again, and I like the Line Stiletto. Maybelline Line Stiletto is quite handy. I also brought my favorite concealer in the world, the Urban Decay 24/7 Concealer in NSA. That is probably a shade too dark right now, but I blended it and it's fine. Because vacations are a lot of late nights and early mornings, I also brought my MAC Chromographic Pencil in NC15 and W20 to do the insides of my waterline. What's left here? Ah, yes, also Bobbi Brown Corrector in Light Medium Bisque. There it is. And there's a little hair in there. That's lovely. And Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. This also would go in my little quart-size baggie. Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara, which I haven't really put anything on my bottom lashes because it's been so rainy. I just thought it would be a good idea not to. And my new favorite fun evening look product. It's the Lorac 3D Liquid Luster Drops. I got the silver one. It's called a shimmering top coat. And I don't know what this one's called, but obviously it's silver. There's another one that's gold, and you shake it up and just do a drop, and I'm going to do a tutorial with it, I promise. It's the coolest stuff ever. And that also went in my Ziploc baggie, and that is it. That's the empty case. That's a lot. It's a lot of stuff, I will admit. And like I said, I like having my options. I did make sure I used it all. It would be hard for me to pick just one palette. Don't even ask me. If I were hard pressed, it would probably be either the Sleek Storm or the Lorac Pro. I could go on vacation with just that and this, and I would be set for eyeshadows. But I also brought makeup brushes along, but those are all the usual suspects, and I think we've done that before. For foundation, of course, I brought my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and just a lot of brushes because I'm not really going to deep clean them here. I did bring a little tiny travel size pump with rubbing alcohol in it so I could spot clean if I needed to. I think it's tea time, so I'm going to say goodbye and pop out and get a cup of hot tea. And thanks for watching, and by now I guess it's the new year, so Happy New Year. I hope 2012 was great, and I'm looking forward to a wonderful 2013, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.